All right, let's jump right in. Today we're going to break down one of the most fundamental pieces of the Microsoft Foundry ecosystem, Foundry projects. If you're a developer and you've ever felt that frustrating lag between having a great idea and actually getting to work on it, well, this one's for you. You know the feeling, right? You've got this amazing idea for a new AI agent, a new workflow, whatever it is. But then, reality hits. You have to wait for IT to spin up a new environment, you're worried about resource conflicts, or you're just bogged down in the whole process of getting a secure workspace. It's that friction that can kill an idea before it even gets off the ground.
And that is the exact problem that Foundry projects were designed to eliminate. So, what is a project? Put simply, it's your main development sandbox in Foundry. It's built from the ground up to be this secure, self-contained unit that, and this is the magic part, perfectly balances working alone with working as a team.
So let's dig a little deeper. What is a Foundry project, really? It's so much more than just a folder for your code. Think of it as a complete, all-in-one environment. It's the central hub for an entire line of work, from start to finish.
And when I say it's a container, I mean it contains everything. Inside a single project, you're managing who gets access, you're handling all your data uploads and integrations, you're keeping an eye on performance, and it's all wrapped up in unified governance that's inherited from the platform. It just makes life so much simpler.
And this is the real game changer, especially for anyone managing a budget. Instead of having to provision brand new, heavy-duty Azure resources for every little experiment or prototype, you can just create these lightweight, logical containers. You get all the separation you need without all the overhead and cost. It's incredibly efficient.
Okay, now we're getting to what I think is the most elegant part of Foundry projects, their dual personality. I love this analogy of a secure, self-contained workshop. It's your own private space where you can tinker and build, but it's also set up so your teammates can pop in, grab the same tools, and help you out. And this lays it out perfectly. On one side, you have that crucial isolation. Projects keep your work streams completely separate, so the data from one experiment isn't going to accidentally leak into another. It's all neatly contained. But then, on the other side, you've got these amazing collaboration features. Inside that secure bubble, all your agents and teammates can share resources, which makes real teamwork not just possible, but easy.
So how does that sharing actually work? Well, when you get down to the nuts and bolts of storage, there are just three critical things that every single agent you build automatically shares inside a project. This is what makes it all so seamless.
And these are the three pillars of project collaboration. First, you've got shared file storage. That's for all your documents, your datasets, your raw materials. Next, shared thread storage. This is so important for keeping track of conversation history and making sure your agents have context. And finally, shared search indexes, your vector stores. This gives all your agents a common brain for powerful information retrieval.
Now, let's talk about what every developer craves, speed. Because these projects are so self-contained, they completely change the game. They create a true self-serve model, which radically shortens that journey from a simple idea to a working prototype.
I mean, just look at this flow. Step 1, a developer can create their own environment. No tickets, no waiting for an admin, just boom, a new project. Step 2, they can immediately start building, playing with models, using the portal or code, whatever they want. And the result? You're going from concept to a tangible, working thing faster than you ever thought possible.
And this quote just nails it, doesn't it? It's the perfect summary. It's a total win-win situation. The developers get the freedom and autonomy they need to actually create and innovate, and the whole organization benefits by moving so much faster.
Okay, so we've talked about speed for developers, but what about the other side of the coin? What about enterprise-level control, security, and compliance? For big organizations with really strict rules, Foundry projects have a fantastic answer. You can bring your own Azure resources.
And really, it boils down to this. While Foundry gives you this great managed experience right out of the box, it doesn't lock you in. It gives you the option to plug in your own managed Azure resources, so you always have the final say over your data and your infrastructure. And here's what that looks like in the real world. Need to manage secrets? No problem. Just point it to your own key vault. Worried about data sovereignty? Connect it to your own storage accounts. For deep monitoring and tracing, you can link it right up to your existing application insights. And this is huge. You can even send all the abuse detection data to your own Azure Data Explorer, keeping that sensitive information completely within your own environment. So, why is this so critical?
because it means you never have to choose between innovation and compliance. For those really sensitive, mission-critical projects, you can be 100% sure that your data permissions, your privacy rules, and your security posture are being enforced by the tools and resources you already know and trust. You get full control.
So, let's just quickly recap the big ideas here. First, Foundry projects are these amazing dual-purpose containers giving you that perfect blend of security and teamwork. Second, they're all about empowering developers with a self-serve model that just makes everything faster. And third, they offer true enterprise-grade control, so you can meet even the toughest compliance standards.
And that really brings us to the final question, the one I want to leave you with. Now that you see what these projects can do, combining speed, security, and control, just take a minute and think, how could this kind of self-serve, secure environment totally change the way your team innovates? It's a pretty exciting thought. Thanks so much for tuning in.